They spelt learning wrong.
Don't open up!
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Speaking of nutbags, Tim Walz, who apparently ran for vice president under that, I was going to say the R word, but I'm not going to say it today. That lady, he is not seeking re-election. This just broke about a half hour before we started the show today.
Major breaking political news out of St. Paul, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tim Walz will not seek re-election as governor, and what a fall from grace this has been for him. You might recall in the spring of 2023, he pushed through several progressive ideas to the state legislature that caught the attention of Barack Obama, who went to Twitter to give his endorsement for the programs, which eventually caught the attention of people like Kamala Harris, who chose him to be her running mate as the vice president. Introduced in Chicago at the convention in August of last year, a debate that was an absolute disaster with J.D. Vance at one point called himself a knucklehead. But after reportedly billions of dollars have been stolen from taxpayers by way of the state of Minnesota, Tim Walz says he will not seek a third term. What a remarkable 2 years in the national spotlight has been for him, Dana.
And Walz hit...
Yeah, guys, this is absolutely huge. I mean, think about it. Had the election gone the wrong way last year, Tim Walz would be vice president right now. It doesn't go his way. Then, thanks to Nick Shirley, independent journalist Nick Shirley, who we'll get to more in just a second, they fully break the dam on this insane Somali money laundering operation that's going through Tim Walz's government. He has been caught. Like, the fact that he is not even going to run for governor, this guy's stepping away in shame and now is going to be in massive legal trouble. This is someone who was going to be a heartbeat away from being president of the United States. Absolutely nuts. When was the last time you truly trusted the seafood you brought home? For me, it used to be a guessing game. That all changed when I discovered Wild Alaskan Company. Wild Alaskan Company delivers wild-caught and nutrient-dense seafood right to your door. No antibiotics, no GMOs, no additives, just clean fish that supports healthy oceans and fishing communities. I've especially loved cooking their coho salmon. It's rich, flavorful, and so versatile. Every piece is frozen right off the boat to lock in taste, texture, and nutrients like omega-3s. Plus, every order supports sustainable harvesting practices you can feel good about. And if you're not completely satisfied with your first box, they'll refund you in full. No questions asked. Not all fish are the same, guys. Get seafood you can trust at wildalaskan.com/Rubin for $35 off your first box of premium wild-caught seafood. That's wildalaskan.com/Rubin for $35 off your first order. Nick Shirley, who is the independent journalist, I've met him a couple of times. We've played a bunch of his videos. He gets out on the street. He challenges these Hamas lunatics. He goes to the no-go zones. He goes to Dearborn. He goes to all these places and just shows what's going on, something the mainstream media seems incapable of doing. He tweeted this morning. I ended Tim Walz, all in caps. And so what happened over the last couple of days, if you were not paying attention because of the Christmas and New Year break, well, the story out of Somalia, which we started seeing this sort of money laundering operation and that there was fake campaign funds that were literally being sent back to Somalia. And it definitely implicates the attorney general there and Ilhan Omar and everything else. The next big thing that happened was that Nick Shirley went to Minnesota to find out where all this federal money is coming in. And it seems to be going to all these Somali daycare centers. But it turns out they don't really exist, although some of them have nylon signs. Listen to this from Fox. Shirley upended the news cycle last week with a 42-minute video investigating Minnesota daycare centers that appeared inactive despite receiving millions of dollars in government funding. The shocking video has been viewed over 134 million times on X alone and prompted investigations by federal officials, leading the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to freeze all child care payments to Minnesota. This is a kid, he's a young man with a camera. That's all he is. He could be you. He just was like, there's something wrong here. I'm going to go check it out. Here is Nick Shirley visiting the Quality Learning Center in Minneapolis.
This is Quality Learning Center. I meant to say Quality Learning Center.
Don't open
They
up!
said they spelt learning wrong.
Don't open up!
How do you have ice here, ma'am? I'm literally a YouTuber.
Don't open up!
Ma'am, what do you think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
Don't open up! We have ice!
And what do you think about this place being licensed for 99 children
Don't open up.
and getting $4 million over
Don't
the
open up. It's ice.
$4 million in the last 2 years?
Go away.
What do you think about that? Are you in
Go
favor?
away.
Are you
I'm not kidding. For a second, I thought that woman, it sounds like her, is that crazy harpy lesbo from Sex and the City. But it's not her, right? It's not her, but don't open up, there's ice. Yes, there's ice. You're stepping on it. It's snowing, you dumb. That's not what's going on here. They are stealing, why? It's the first day of the year. Lady, why are you more concerned that a YouTuber is exposing fraud rather than that the fraud was taking place? Where are the kids that are supposed to be there? Why is that building, the Leering Center, why is that Leering Center getting millions and millions of dollars? It's completely absurd. Now, the other part that I love about this, because I love media stories, right? Because that's where you get the narrative out of, is that Nick Shirley basically just stole the thunder from the mainstream media. He just went in and did what they refused to do, which is journalism. So here's CNN trying to discredit him. It doesn't quite work out.
Done enough. I mean, they would say, look, these fraud cases have been going on, but they've already done like 80 indictments. The cases have been going on, for years.
And why did I show up one day in Minnesota and go to all these daycares, no children, they're receiving millions of dollars. We uncovered nearly $110 million in fraud in one day.
How do you know that all the allegations that you're making are true?
How do I know that they're true? Well, we showed you guys what was happening, and then you guys can go ahead and make your own analysis.
We're coming so we can make our own analysis. Are you 100% sure you're true?
Yeah, I am 100% sure I'm true.
CNN is looking into Shirley's claims.
Hi, my name's Whitney Wild. I'm a correspondent for CNN.
We reached out to several of the daycares featured in the now viral video. Only one daycare facility answered and said they are a legitimate business.
Oh, that's great journalism. You put in a call and one out of all of them said that they're legit. Okay, close up shop. What's her name? Whitney Webb, Whitney Cummings, Whitney Whitless. You're not a journalist. You should be shamed. Like, no one knows who you are. Congratulations on the short-term gig. Go get another job. Like, you're awful. He went to the places. And the way she grills him, the way they would never grill a Democrat politician on any of their bullshit, right? It's just crazy. All the kid did was show up with a freaking phone and be like, you guys are getting millions of dollars. Are there any children at this children's daycare center? Absolutely freaking insane.